Hello everybody, thanks for being here. I'm very happy to be here pulling cards for you. This is a reading for all signs. I will put timestamps in the description box. I'll probably dedicate about 5-ish minutes for each sign. I'm just gonna do a kind of check-in, a quick check-in on the energies surrounding each sign, basically. Kind of midweek check-in. General readings, so whatever comes up in the energies is what comes up. It's not specifically tailored to any one area of life, but if something specific does come through, I'll let you know. Feel free to check out your sun, moon, rising, any other significant placements, whatever you feel like checking out. And just take the bits that resonate and leave the rest okay, because I am pulling on collective energy here, so it's not all going to resonate for all of you. I'm going to use Radiant Wise Spirit. I have a tendency to do that for these readings, and I will go to an oracle card also. Kind of torn. We'll either do fortune cookies or these cute little room cards. I'll have to decide when I get there, sorry. It might be different for each sign actually. I don't know. Right, let's go. I'm going to start with Sagittarius as always. What does Sagittarius need to know, please? Quick energy check-in for Sagittarius, please. What does Sagittarius need to know, please? What does Sagittarius need to know? Thank you. What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know? Thank you. We've got you 3 cards. Bottom of the deck, Devil Energy. Let's see what came out. King of Pentacles on top of the 3 of Pentacles on top of the Knight of Swords. See if I can show you these cards as they came out. There's your cards, my loves. As you know, I like to show the cards just because something, you know, you might just see something in the card that speaks to you directly. I'm feeling anger here. I'm feeling anger here with the Knight of Swords in reversed. I have an underlying anger. Now, anger is anger. I'm not saying it's good or bad. We don't do that here. Emotions are emotions. I think this anger is due to some sort of external event, because underneath the Devil we've got Tower energy. This feels like someone else coming in and causing you some sort of disruption, possibly some sort of collaboration in your life. Somebody feels like somebody's done something really disruptive regarding a collaboration with the 3 of Pentacles reversed. It could be a person of authority. It could be a person of authority with the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is often mini Hierophant energy for me. I'll show you the card upright. I feel like this King of Pentacles though, Sag, is your energy. So this shows me that you're dealing with it all quite well. It feels like there's a lot of disruption around you. I think the Knight of Swords is like your anger and their anger. But, you know, anger is anger. It's what you do with it that's important. And it feels like you're actually quite grounded despite this anger. So, well done to you, Sagittarius. It feels like you've been quite giving in this situation. And actually maybe you are pulling back slightly from that. Which is fair enough. So that's what I've got for you tarot wise anyway. I hope that made sense for you. Oh, I find these readings so difficult because I just want to dig and dig and dig. Anyway, because I'm nosy. Sag, if you want more, your May reading is up now. I did it so long ago I can't remember if it ties in with what I'm seeing here. But yeah, if you want more depth, check out your May reading. There might be a message in there for you. Final message for Sagittarius, please. Final message for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Romance. Ooh, Sagittarius. I like this. Love is set to sizzle. The chance for romance is high for those seeking a connection. I don't know how well that's focusing. Anyway, there you have it, Sagittarius. What a nice note to end on. Cool. All right. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Feel free to like, share and subscribe and all that if you did. Thanks for being here, Sag. Moving on to Aries. Aries, what have we got for Aries, please? What does Aries need to know, please? What does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know, please? Quick check-in for Aries, please. What does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know? Thank you. Ten of Cups reversed. Someone or something is disrupting your harmony, is disrupting your joy. Thank you. Very interesting. Got the 1111 card come up. This came up in your monthly reading. Four of Wands. Sometimes called the 1111 card. I feel a sense of disharmony in a connection here. Okay, some of you could literally be attending a wedding this week because I've got 2 10s and I've got the 4 of Wands, which can be a celebration, it can be a wedding. That's just a random thing for some of you. And for those of you who that applies, it doesn't feel connected to this disharmony though. That's just a random snippet for some of you, but this disharmony, it feels like disharmony within yourself, Aries, but it's connected to a connection. It's within yourself, but it's like it's been triggered by a connection. So you've got the 9 of Pentacles came out. She came out in reverse. So 9 of Pentacles is quite a solitary energy. It's the results of doing work on yourself often, but it's not quite there yet for you. Something's blocking it. Something to do with the connection. 4 of Wands can be a twin flame card, and I mention this only because that is something that came up in your monthly reading. So if you resonate with that, probably worth checking out your monthly reading for the month of May. Yeah. Let me just pull one more tarot card for overcoming this block. Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It feels like you are overly relying on destiny and overly relying on fate in order to bring about change. And the message here is, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is about the play-off, if you like, between fate and destiny and your own free will, your own action taking. It feels like Spirit is giving you a nudge to say, if you want change, you've got to make the changes. You can't rely on Spirit to do it all. It's about co-creation. Yeah, I hope that makes sense for you, Aries. I'm going to get you a fortune cookie card to finish off with. Final message for Aries, please. Thank you. Reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease of life. I mean, Wheel of Fortune is about transformation, kind of about pivotal moments as well with regards to that. But you have to do the reinventing, Aries, is the message, really. I hope that makes sense for you, my loves. If it did, if you liked the reading, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It does help me pick up on your energy as well for next time. Justice came out for Leo, noted. Right, let's get you some cards, Leo. What does Leo need to know? Thank you. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You're feeling impatient. Sense of impatience here, Leo. The Empress. Ten of Pentacles out sideways. You're working on yourself here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, but you're frustrated. There's a sense of frustration that you seem to be working on yourself, but yet you're not getting your Ten of Pentacles. It's like you're moving towards a goal, but you just feel like you're moving too slowly. There's a sense of impatience. Things aren't happening quick enough for your liking somehow. What have we got underneath there? Oh, the Knight of Cups. I thought it was, yeah. The Lovers and the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The Lovers is in reverse. I feel like some of you are kind of recovering from a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be any sort of relationship where you overgave to the situation, because the Empress is so kind and giving and loving and nurturing and caring. But it feels like that was going outwards. That type of energy was going outwards into a partnership, a romantic connection, a family connection of some sort. But you've now realised that you need to put that into yourself, and it looks like you are putting it into yourself, but you're just getting a bit frustrated at no results seem to be coming from it as yet. But you do have the Ten of Pentacles in your reading, so this Ten of Pentacles energy is available to you, this kind of material success, if you like. Some of it could be that you're trying to build a business up, actually, that you feel like maybe family matters or something you've been overgiving in family matters in a way that's not very fair, actually, because when I was shuffling, the Justice card kind of peeped its head out. It felt imbalanced. But now you are putting that energy back into that. So yeah, this could be working on yourself or working on a business, actually. And I do see that you have the energy of success in whatever area you're trying to get success with your Eight of Pentacles. That energy is available to you, but it's just not there yet. I think it is just a matter of diligent, consistent, hard work over time, and then your Ten of Pentacles will come. Let's see what Fortune Cookie's got to say anyway. Final message for Leo, please. Thank you. Jealousy. Watch who you trust with your personal secrets and plans. Okay. Watch who you trust with your personal secrets and plans. Spend time outdoors with nature to reconnect and replenish. That's interesting because the Eight of Pentacles is quite a solitary energy. So if you did resonate with what I was saying about working on some new business idea, it feels like Spirit is saying to you just to keep it under wraps for the moment, while you're kind of putting the hard work in, because sometimes sharing that with other people, it can kind of take away from that kind of energy. They can bring you doubts that you didn't have before. Yeah, hope that makes sense for you, lovely Leos. Sorry, I have to keep looking up here at my sheets to remind me what star sign to do next. Virgos, you're up next, my lovelies. What have we got for Virgos, please? Quick message for Virgos, please. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know, please? 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 It's always interesting when the deck doesn't give it up. What does Virgo need to know, please? King of Wands in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Yikes. Got a lot of swords in your reading, Virgo. You are an analytical sign, so it makes sense that all these swords would have come out. Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. Someone is being less than honest with you here, Virgo, with this King of Wands in reverse and with the Seven of Swords. And and underneath the King of Wands is the Moon. All of this speaks to illusion, trickery, dishonesty, and you know it. With the Ten of Wands here in reverse, you feel very burdened by this other person's behaviour, this dishonesty. I can feel the sense of, it's like a weight on your shoulders. However, the Ten of Wands is reversed. I do see you moving out of that energy, and you're doing it with swords. You're doing it with your mind. You're doing it with logic. There's a sense of not letting your emotions cloud your vision here. Ace of Swords is clarity, and you've got this on the right of the table, and I don't use a spread for these readings, but I do have the broad intention for my table that left to right is past to future. So if you're not feeling clear about this at the moment, I do see a sense of clarity incoming, which sort of releases the feeling of burden for you. Page of Swords, this feels like kind of investigating to me, finding out the facts, finding out the facts, curiosity about a kind of, I want to say cold curiosity, which sounds awful, but that's sort of what it feels like approaching it from a very logical kind of detached point of view, which, you know, people think Virgos aren't very empathetic and shit. I think that's kind of a bit of a reputation Virgos have, but you know, I'd say that's bullshit. And actually, because you possibly even have a tendency to over empathize with someone to the extent that your own self is lost, I actually see you here cutting out that and moving forward with logic, rational thinking, fact finding, kind of uncovering where this person is tricking you, and it's bringing you great clarity. Yeah. Hope that makes sense for you, Virgos. If it does, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to subscribe. I'm going to get you a fortune cookie to finish with. It was the moon, wasn't it, underneath that King of Wands? That King of Wands, yeah, reversed with the Seven of Swords. Deceptive. Did I say deceptive? I don't think I did. I think that's the word I kept searching for as I was speaking. Deception. Someone's being deceptive. Final message for Virgo, please. Final message for Virgo. Final message for Virgo, thank you. Communication. Yeah, I mean, swords do speak of communication as well. Communication. A reunion could bring love or a rekindling of friendships. A lucky win seems likely. Fancy that, Virgo? That seems completely separate from the rest of the reading. Sometimes that happens. Cool. Well, you know, detaching yourself from that sort of energy does bring the opportunity for more positive energies to come in. I like it for you, Virgo. Right, moving on now to Taurus. What have we got for Taurus? I might move to the rune cards for you now as a final message. Come out ready. I'm feeling the rune cards for you, Taurus. What's on the bottom of the deck? My favourite. I love kingfishers. I haven't shuffled them yet. Anyway, Taurus. What have we got for you, my loves? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What does Taurus need to know, please? Quick energy check for Taurus. Four of Wands. Celebration. Because we're in Taurus season. Happy birthday, Taurus. I love it. I love it when the Four of Wands comes up, when it's a star signs season. It's just giving me all that happy birthday vibes. Wands. Oh my goodness. How many wands do we need? You've got the Four of Wands, as I showed you. You've got the Six of Wands. Now it came out in reverse. That's interesting. I'll show you it upright. I'm not thrilled by that Six of Wands for you in reverse, I've got to say. I'm not getting the best feeling. Two of Wands. A lot of fire here. A lot of... Feels very creative. But there's a block. It's like you're trying to drive with the handbrake on, Taurus. Planning. I guess you're in the planning stages of something. But it feels a bit overwhelming. Like you've got a lot of creative ideas, a lot of creative drive, but you don't know what direction to take them in. And there's a sense of being, really held back by fear of failure. That's what that Six of Wands is. A fear of failure. That's what that feels like to me here. And a fear of what's out of your control. So that might be people's reactions to you. Six of Wands is a bit like, it does feel like an audience sometimes. It feels like being seen by an audience sometimes. So almost like stage fright. It feels a bit stage fright. Oh, how well will this be received? That sort of feels out of your control with the Wheel of Fortune here. Interesting one. It's a real, because it feels exciting, but it feels nerve-wracking at the same time. So I don't know what's going on, Taurus. It feels like some of you are about to, like, I feel like I need to say good luck to you. I don't know, or break a leg, or I don't know. It feels like that sort of thing, Taurus. Let's get you a rune card to finish on. But yeah, I feel excited for you. And I feel very hot, actually. Like this, yeah. This feels pretty cool, but there's a bit of trepidation. I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments, Taurus. Final message for Taurus, please. Final message for Taurus, please. Final message for Taurus. I will have to look at my sheet for this because I'm not exactly shit hot when it comes to runes. Final message for Taurus, please. Final message for Taurus, please. Oh! Wow, that really jumped out. I've seen a card jump out so violently. So excitedly. It's that exciting energy, Taurus. Algaes. That's interesting. I was researching this rune just now because I've got a necklace with that on, but in reverse. It was a gift from ages and ages ago, and I just thought, oh, I'm going to look up what that symbol actually means. Anyway, courage. Courage is one of the things associated with this rune. Let me show you the card, because especially with the oracle cards, it's like the symbols in the card might speak to you directly. I'm trying to hide my face so that it focuses on you. Defense, courage, protection, independence, and higher self are kind of the themes associated with this rune. Courage is what I'm being drawn to here. Yeah, it feels like this takes courage, this stepping out onto the stage of life. It feels like it takes courage. Yeah. Hope that makes sense for you, Taurus. Feel free to give me a thumbs up, or give the video a thumbs up if it made sense. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, because it does help me pick up on your energy better for next time. Right, Capricorn, moving on to what have we got for Capricorns, please. Message for Capricorn, please. A message for Capricorn, please. Four cards. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Unconditional love. Oh, blimey. These are supposed to be quick readings. Why did I take this many cards? Capricorn. Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Tower. There's a sense of defensiveness here over a sense of happiness. Ouch. Oh, this is a too good to be true energy. Yeah. Some sort of situation that you're in that feels really joyous, really harmonious, feels beautiful, but you're struggling to believe it's real. That's what it feels like. Actually feels like this is someone else's energy. This King of Cups, unconditional love energy. It feels like somebody else's, and you're like, feels like you've never been loved like that before. It doesn't have to be romantic. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is. So you're doubting it, and that in itself appears, energies could be reversed. Okay, this could be you, and it could be the other person's doubt, but it feels like this doubt is sabotaging the connection, whatever it is, whether it's a business connection or a romantic partnership, or take it as it applies to your life. But it sort of feels like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, or there's a danger of it becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, whether because of your energy or their energy, I don't know. Feels like a really intense connection, actually, because we've got the Six of Cups underneath the King. Six of Cups reversed. Again, 2 sixes reversed. I'll show you them upright. I like to show you the cards as much as possible. They both came out reversed. Don't know. Too good to be true. That's what keeps coming to my mind. Too good to be true. Either you or they are finding that it's too good to be true, and in that sense it does feel like it's come crashing down, or it has the potential to come crashing down. The Tower came out furthermost right, which I tend to go left to right, past to future. So I don't know if this has already happened for some of you, that it feels like it has all come crashing down, or it sort of feels like the energies could be heading that way. But obviously forewarned is forearmed. So none of this is set in stone. But you know, when things do come crashing down, Tower style, it tells you what's at the foundation. Okay? So even if this does happen, it will tell you what's at the core of that relationship, of this connection, this relationship, whatever it is that we're looking at. You will find out what's at the core, and it could be that whatever's at the core is solid enough that it gets rebuilt. I'm going to go to fortune cookies for you, Capricorn, for a final word. Final bit of advice from the universe. Thank you. Manifestations. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. So that's very interesting, because I think it's kind of highlighting the importance of your own kind of thoughts. And I said about a self-fulfilling prophecy, didn't I? Well, you know, when we talk about self-fulfilling prophecies, like, manifestation is kind of a form of that, isn't it? I think it is. Do you know what I mean? But you know, when we think of self-fulfilling prophecies, I think we immediately think of bad things. But you know, manifestation would be the more positive side of that. So yeah, hope that makes sense for you, my loves. Hope I've explained as well as I can what comes up in the energies. Okay, Capricorn, thank you very much. If you haven't already subscribed, do feel free to subscribe, because it does help me pick up on your energies better for next time as well. Lovely. I will now do Aquarius. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know, please? What does Aquarius need to know, please? Thank you. What does Aquarius need to know? Thank you. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Hermit on the bottom of the deck, there is a sense of introspection here, both with the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles, which came out in reverse. Feels like stepping away from some sort of collaboration. Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, but the Hermit here is looking away from that. Underneath the Hermit we have the Ten of Cups there. Happiness, joy. You're looking within. You're looking within to find happiness. It's like you've realised this Three of Pentacles situation, whatever it represents for you. It's not a case that this isn't going to work, this collaboration or this friendship or whatever it is. But you can't rely on it for your happiness. That's not where you're going to find your happiness. There's a sense that you're going to find your happiness by looking within. So it's not necessarily walking away from this collaboration, but it's working differently within it, not pinning all your hopes on the outcome of this collaboration. Because Six of Wands here feels like you're unsure about the outcome. Are we going to win or are we going to fail? Are we going to be victorious or are we going to fail? There's an acceptance here that you don't know. I really feel you accepting that, an acceptance of not knowing the outcome, and I like that for you, Aquarius, because you're looking inward. It feels quite a tentative looking inward though, just the way the Eight of Pentacles has come out in reverse. But there's a logical, rational knowledge that you know that's what you need to do, instead of pinning your hopes on this kind of outcome of this, whatever this Three of Pentacles is for you, which is often a collaboration of some sort. Could be a work situation, could be a work project that you've taken on, something like that. Yeah, so you're tentatively in this kind of hermit introspection energy. I like it for you. Let's see what the fortune cookies has as a final word. Final word for Aquarius, please. Final word for Aquarius, please. Final word for Aquarius, please. Thank you. Ah, manifestations. We just had that for Capricorn. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. I like it. So, you know, this Six of Wands, it feels like it's going to be upright for you. But what's beautiful is that you're like, it doesn't, whatever happens, happens. And that is the best way to manifest. Have complete neutrality towards the outcome. I like it for you, Aquarius. Beautiful. Right, moving on to Libra. You're always tricky, Libras. I don't want you giving me no tricky energy to deal with this time, please. Actually, your monthly reading, Libra. Was quite nice. There was no Seven of Cups, nowhere. It was quite nice. What does Libra need to know, please? My lovely, lovely Libras, who I adore. What does Libra need to know, please? What does Libra need to know, please? Thank you. Judgment. Ooh, I like it. Four of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Oh, and Five of Swords. Also in reverse. What have we got on the bottom of the deck? Nine of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck came out in reverse. Oh, Libras. You. Do you know, there's a real feeling here that you've achieved a lot and you have a lot to celebrate. But you're not. With the Four of Wands in reverse. I'll show you upright, but it came out in reverse. Because instead, Five of Swords, instead you just finding fault with yourself. Why are you doing that, Libra? I will say this did come out in reverse, this Five of Swords. So it does feel like you are moving out of this energy of picking at yourself and finding all the things that you did wrong. Yeah, often when the Four of Wands comes out in reverse like this, it's Spirit saying, can you please just take a moment to celebrate yourself, please? Because you've done really well. And whatever that is regarding, that's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it could have something to do with some sort of calling. Judgment card can often be a calling. So you might have started taking action towards a calling, basically. Something that you feel is your life's purpose. It feels like you've taken actions so that you can meet those kind of goals that you feel are your reasons for being here. But you're not satisfied with the progress you've made, evidently, because you're having a go at yourself and not celebrating yourself. And it feels like when other people are complimenting you or noting how well you've done or noting how far you've come, you're actually being quite defensive about those compliments as well. And there is a sense of excitement. With the Ace of Wands here, there's a sense of excitement at this possible calling that you realise you've got, or new venture that you've realised you want to take action towards. But then on top of that excitement, it's just like, no, I'm not going to let myself get too excited about this. I'm not going to get carried away. I'm not going to get carried away because realistically, because logically, I can't do this and I can't do that and I'm not good enough for this and da-da-da-da-da. So I'm just going to come back to the Four of Wands again and say, like, yeah, please celebrate yourself. Please celebrate yourself, Libra. Final message. Assert yourself. Go for what you want. Go for it. Go for it. Ace of Wands style. Go for what you want. The time is ripe for soulmate connections. Birth of a child is also likely. That could be you or someone else. Obviously, if you don't want a child, then please take appropriate precautions. All right, Libra. I hope that made sense for you. Feel free to give the video a thumbs up if it did. And if you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so. It does help me pick up on your energy as well for next time. Right, moving on to Gemini. My lovely Geminis. Who's a Gemini? Johnny Depp's a Gemini. Just sharing that snippet, that tidbit with you. Geminis. What do Geminis need to know? Gemini. Ooh, the world. Completion. What's Gemini? Seven of Swords has come out. Why are my cards going so crazy? Oh my word. Right, I'm going to take the two that have fallen down here, that have fallen upwards. Which was the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Let me just give you the opportunity to look at those cards. You also had the World come out. At the bottom of the deck you've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, there is a feeling of wrapping something up here. Kind of putting something to bed. Leaving something behind. Leaving the past in the past. Queen of Swords is very much facing away from the world here. So it feels like the end of some sort of chapter in your life. And you're looking towards the future here with the Queen of Swords. The Seven of Swords feels like someone else's energy. Feels potentially like someone is holding back. It could be your energy. Could be either. I'm not getting like full on deception, which I sometimes get with the Seven of Swords. I'm just getting a holding back. It feels like collecting evidence, actually. it feels like collecting kind of snippets in order to prove yourself. And like, it feels like collecting stuff in a way that means all of a sudden you can go here. Like if the other person goes prove it, you can go here, and then you can prove it all. It feels like the Queen of Swords and the person in the Seven of Swords could be working together here, because the Queen of Swords is very rational, very logical, very analytical. So I don't know if you're doing that or if someone else is doing that. And there's like going to be that moment where they or you present the facts. Hanged Man in reverse, waiting, kind of waiting for the truth to surface, waiting for these facts to be presented, whether it's going to be you or them, or I don't know. Funny reading, this one, Gemini. I feel like I could have done better for you, in all honesty. Maybe it means something to you. Maybe what I've said means something to you. For me, it feels a bit clouded here somehow. So I don't know if you're feeling clouded. I don't know. Maybe check out your May reading if you want more depth. I can't there wasn't much clarity. I have to be honest, there wasn't a huge amount of clarity in your May reading. There was a big sense actually of you not knowing something about a person. Yeah, so that's probably why I'm getting this similar lack of clarity, and there's a waiting. Yeah, I remember your May reading now, the end of your May reading with the oracle card that came out. It was a case of being in this energy of a pause, of just not taking any decisions at the moment, perhaps because you don't have the facts. I feel like, because this is future energy from the way this spread has panned out, it feels like some sort of knowledge is incoming. Either you're going to find something out from someone, or you're going to present that knowledge to someone else and say, look, I can prove it, or someone's going to bring it to you and say, look, I can prove it. Some sort of sense of some sort of incoming knowledge that's going to put an end to this waiting period. Yeah. Yeah. I hope that makes sense for you, Gemini. It does feel a bit clouded at the moment. Okay, Gemini. Final message for Gemini, please. Final message for Gemini. Thank you. Burnout. That's cheery. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Take that as it resonates, my lovelies. Possibly gathering all this evidence on your part has caused quite a lot of stress. And it's been quite intense, and you've not maybe taken many breaks. So, yep, I hope that makes sense for you, Geminis. Thanks for joining me. Please feel free to give the video a thumbs up if it did resonate or you appreciated the reading, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. It does help the channel grow. It also helps me pick up on your energies for next time. Right, moving on to Pisces. What have we got for Pisces, please? What have we got for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know, please? What does Pisces need to know? What have we got for Pisces, please? What does Pisces need to know? 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 Thank you. What does Pisces need to know? Thank you. Thank you. The Ace of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands upright, bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups. Ace of Swords come out in reverse. This feels like past energy. I don't really use spreads for these readings, but the broad intention is left to right is past to future. That's generally the intent of my space. This lack of clarity feels like it's in the past. Queen of Swords come out in reverse for your kind of current energy. Now this is interesting. I think this Queen of Swords brought in this clarity. Whatever you were seeking clarity over. This Queen of Swords brought in clarity, but it feels like it was quite brutal. It feels like it was quite cold, quite... It's quite sudden actually, quite fast, quite abrupt. Some sort of incoming information here that kind of hit hard, but gave you great clarity. So the clarity's good, but I guess the way it hit hard, it feels like a painful truth. It feels like the energy of a painful truth, and the way it's come in from someone else, it feels a bit like it's brought up in you a bit of a sense of shame, which is, you know, a hard thing to deal with. It's one of the worst feelings, I think. But moving forward into your future energies here, Six of Wands, it feels like it's really freed you up to move forward. The sense of shame feels quite momentary, and it feels like because you're able to identify that that's what it is and that it's kind of a normal human emotion, it paradoxically then passes quicker than perhaps it otherwise would have done. So I see you moving forward in a really positive way with this kind of newfound clarity. Possibly almost in a way where you're quite inspirational to other people somehow, which will look different for all of you. There is often a sense of performing with the Six of Wands, so it could be that you express yourself very creatively. This thing that you've been through, you express yourself very creatively about it in a way that then inspires others. This Page of Cups is feeling quite theatrical and performative as well, actually. You've got the Page of Pentacles underneath. This Page of Cups is underlying the energy of your whole reading. It could be that you apologise to someone. Like this, attached to this shame is like the need for an apology, and it frees you up to go forward. Or the energies could be reversed, and it could be an incoming apology from somebody else as well. So that's what Tarot's got for you, Pisces. I'm going to go to these cute little rune oracle, this cute little rune oracle deck, just for a final word. Final message, please, for Pisces. Final message for Pisces, please. I will have to look on my sheet for these meanings of these cards. Final message for Pisces, please. Final message for Pisces, please. Final message for... Thank you. I don't read reversals on these, so... Bacano. Cute. It's a cute little card. Birth. This can mean birth. Not necessarily to be taken literally. but could be literal for some of you, because it's about fertility as well. So there could be a literal pregnancy for some of you, or it could be someone close to you. Sanctuary, life change, fertility and secrets. How interesting. Secrets. Yeah, that fits with this energy, this Ace of Swords to the Queen of Swords to the, because there was a lack of clarity and then it felt like the clarity came in. So that's what the Queen of Swords, when I was talking about something coming in and it felt quite brutal, actually it could be a secret being revealed. That truth, that brutal truth, yeah, it could be a secret being revealed, like even within yourself. Painful truth. You might have admitted a painful truth to yourself about yourself. Could easily be that, yeah. But moving forward positively. Lovely. Alright, Pisces. Hope that made sense to you, my loves. Please let me know in the comments if you like. Always happy to read comments. If you did like the reading, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do so. It does help me pick up on your energy for next time. And it helps the little channel grow. The little channel, my little channel. Okay, Scorpio, my lovely Scorpios, what have we got for you? Now you and Libras, always, you're interesting, put it that way. Thank you, the world in reverse. Really? Oh, you've got a lot of cards. World in reverse, death, that's your own energy. Sense of unfinished business here in your past. And it's preventing you moving forward here in your current energies. It's like a new beginning's available to you. And great joy and harmony is available to you, but it's blocked at the moment. It feels like it's blocked. So you've got the Fool and the Death card in reverse. After the World in reverse, the World very much feels like unfinished business. It's a cycle that's not been completed, a chapter that's not been closed. And the Fool and the Death card, it's like a rebirth, a new beginning, but they're both in reverse. It feels blocked. How can you unblock it? I mean, I think the Queen of Swords has some of the answer here as to how to deal with this block. The Queen of Swords is very truthful, analytical, logical. Truth, I think, is the main deal here. And you've got the Page of Swords as well on the bottom. It feels like you're being asked to be curious about a situation, about yourself. Kind of approach a situation with curiosity in a way that you're not judging yourself and you're not judging your actions. You're not being so harsh on yourself. Feels like that's going to help you move forward. Now, I've got three queens who've shown their head in this reading. We've got the Queen of Pentacles there, hiding underneath the Page. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So what's missing is the Queen of Wands. Feels like what's missing is action. But I'm not saying to you, oh, take action. I think it's that straightforward. There's a block towards you taking action. You feel quite grounded, which is good. And there's kind of a logical and intellectual understanding here. But I think what's blocking you from taking action is this Queen of Cups in reverse. Some sort of emotional block. Because once you've got like the energy of all four queens, that's kind of translates into the energy of the Empress. Which is kind of an energy of abundance, nurturing. But it feels like what's blocking that is the Queen of Cups being in reverse. I'm going to clarify for you. Just a bit naughty, I don't know. I don't think I necessarily spent this long on every other sign, but you're my second to last sign, and we've only been going for an hour, so it's okay. I'm going to clarify for you. Just thinking of the question, because the Queen of Cups reversed feels kind of a bit stuck in emotions that we would call negative, a bit stuck in sadness, a bit stuck in depression. Emotions are emotions. We tend to label them. But of course it does feel unpleasant to be sad and depressed. How does Scorpio turn this Queen of Cups the right way up? I think you're not being very compassionate towards yourself. That's what I said, isn't it? Be less judgmental and harsh on yourself. Queen of Cups. How does Scorpio turn the Queen of Cups the right way up, please? I don't know if I'm going to get any answers for you, to be honest, though, Scorpio. I'll try. Queen of Cups. How does Scorpio turn the... Thank you. What's underneath it all is anger. It's anger that's underneath it all. You need to acknowledge your anger. You want Knight of Swords come out, but come out in reverse. I don't need to keep shopping. That's your answer. That's what's underneath the difficult feelings, that you can acknowledge the depression and the sadness, but it feels like what you're not necessarily acknowledging the anger that's underneath it. Or you're not letting the anger surface. You're trying to suppress it. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. You definitely have the potential to move through these stormy waters and move on to calmer waters. But you have to acknowledge the anger. Hope that makes sense for you, Scorpios. Let's get a final message for you. You know what might help you process all of this as well is creativity, like artistic endeavours. If that resonates with you, check out your monthly reading, because your monthly reading was all about that and was all about creativity being blocked, and it was quite a nice reading the way it came together. Yes, it might be worth you checking that out. Okay, final message for Scorpio, please. Commitment. A commitment is indicated around love or business. It will make you feel better. I would say the commitment here would be the commitment to yourself, Scorpio. Alright, my loves, I hope that made sense for you. If you did appreciate the reading, if you did get something out of the reading, feel free to drop a thumbs up on the video. It does help the channel grow. It helps the readings just get put in front of more people. And if you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to subscribe. It does help me pick up on your energies as well for next time. Right, Cancer. Cancer, my loves. What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know, please? What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know, please? Thank you. Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Painful ending. So, you know, Cancer's at the end of all the signs I do. I always do you last, which means you have to wait longer in a sense. But I do seem to do longer readings for you, actually. So there is that. Although you don't really have to wait longer, do you? Because you just click on the timestamp. But I guess in the monthlies you have to click longer. You have to wait longer. Or there's a sense of waiting longer. Ah, but maybe you also get me at my most rambly. Right. Moving on from a time of waiting, a time of stagnation. But the Hanged Man seems like past energy to me. With the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it feels like moving on from an ending whereby it sort of took a time for the ending to properly come about. Hope that makes sense. And then we've got the Queen of Swords looking towards the Magician, kind of in current energy. I like this. I like this. Because this feels like you not being too up in your head. Because sometimes the Queen of Swords can be a bit too up in her head. But the way she's looking at the Magician like this, she's like, no. Yeah, I've done the analysis, I've done the thinking. But now I'm going to bring about change. I'm going to bring something new into fruition. I've got the Ace of Wands here. I'm going to make something new happen. I'm going to manifest something new. And you know, with manifesting, you do have to get out of your own way. And I feel like the Queen of Swords here is kind of handing over her energy to the Magician in a good way. I'm getting out of my own way. I'm getting out of my own head. I'm getting out of my own way. I'm going to set my intention. I'm going to gather the tools that I need to bring about change. I'm going to take the necessary action, and then I'm going to be neutral about it. I like it. I like it. I feel even like the Ace of Wands on its side here is that sense of neutrality. Ace of Wands is that new beginning, is that new creation. But it feels like you're being very, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it happens. I'm kind of going to trust. Not be totally irresponsible and give it all over to fate, but there's a sense of, well, I've done what I can, and I'm just going to trust that the outcome will be for my highest good. I like it. I like it. And it feels like you've developed that trust in yourself, you know, by looking inwards. looking at your own self and like finding your own light. I know when we see in this card the lantern's kind of external, but it feels like you've found your own light, and like kind of, you know, that whatever does happen, the light within you will guide you forward. It feels good. I like it for you. Let's finish off with a little mini fortune cookie card for you, Cancer. Final message for Cancer, please. Final message for Cancer. Oops. Final message for Cancer, please. Thank you. Opportunities. Oh, I like this. I like this. A stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action, plus a special family reunion looks likely. Nice. I want to dig. I want to go digging now. Nice note to end on for you, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, I hope that made sense for you. If you appreciated the reading, feel free to drop a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please feel free to do so. It does help me pick up on your energy for next time. And thank you for being here.